Today, let's talk about setting up a side hustle for yourself. So maybe you ask yourself, why would I want to have a side hustle? Why would I want to do something on the side? And I would pose this question to you. Are you where you hoped or wanted to be at this stage in your life? If the answer is no, then you may be a candidate for a side hustle. Many people who are stuck where they don't want to be are there because they think they're trapped in their current job to support their lifestyle. What if I were to tell you that some people develop income streams that supplement and eventually surpass their current income in as little as a few hours a week? Back when I was young, this was called having an entrepreneurial drive, but there's a new term now called side hustle. And with the use of available technology and incredible educational resources that are out there, it's easier than ever. Now, if you're not working your own dream, it's very likely you're helping someone else build theirs. And I would tell you not to work 8 hours for someone else's company and not also be working on your own goals and dreams. You really have two choices in life: accept and love things the way that they are, and which is fine, or take 100% responsibility and ownership for changing them. Now, if you have million-dollar dreams, you can't get there with a minimum wage work ethic. You know, at the end of your life, you're going to be a lot more disappointed with the things that you didn't do than the things that you did do. So when you lay in bed in the morning, you have a choice. You can keep sleeping, or you can jump up and chase your dream. And Thomas Edison said, opportunity is missed by most people because it's dressed in overalls and looks like work. And now there's another quote that people say was by Abraham Lincoln, and that is, things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. Now, a side hustle allows you to create opportunities for yourself. And while you're also building your own skills, you're building your relationships, and you're making contacts that'll be instrumental in building that life that you want and deserve. Now, I will tell you to do whatever you have to do until you're ultimately able to do whatever you want to do. And ask yourself the question, what would I do if I wasn't afraid? What would you do? I've got a sign on my desk that says, what would you do if you knew you could not fail? Again, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? You've got to push outside your comfort. You've got to push past your fear to get something started. That magnificent life of your dreams is on the other side of comfort. Now, when we're working hard in something we don't really care about, that's called stress. And when we're working in something we truly love, that's called passion. Find out what it is you love and get started. Start that side hustle. Forbes says there's no downside to a side hustle. There are only benefits to building more than one source of income. A side hustle is the new job security. In July of 2017, 44 million people earned income separate from their regular full-time jobs. 44 million Americans had a side hustle. In fact, it's probably more than that now. The benefits of a side hustle don't just include the money. Money's awesome, but they also include a deep sense of satisfaction with your life. So what are some examples of side hustles? Really, the list is endless and include things like, starting an online business of some sort, maybe buying a franchise or building some other business, maybe becoming a writer or an educator. Of course, you could do this real estate game that I absolutely love on the side. Certainly, multifamily real estate's an awesome and proven side hustle. You just need to pick something you think you'd enjoy. And then, like Nike says, just do it. Now, you're going to have to make some sacrifices to build that business on the side? Of course you are. Are you going to have setbacks and experience some discomfort? Of course you are. Is it worth it? You better freaking believe it. So, what are the pros to building a side hustle? They include things like you're building new skills for yourself. You've got a backup plan for your primary job. Let me tell you something. My father worked for Continental Airlines for 36 years and he got laid off. So you've got a backup if something like that ever happens. You've got an outlet for your creativity. You're doing what it is that you love. And of course you have more money. Who doesn't want that? What are the cons? Well, you'll have to work an extra 8 hours or so a week. Of course, that means less video games and means less television. Now go find what sets your soul on fire, my friend, and start studying it. Go find that side hustle vehicle that you're going to use to build that life you deserve for yourself and for your family, not for someone else. Now, I've personally met and I've coached and I've mentored and even interviewed scores of people that have built multi-million-dollar multifamily apartment portfolios on the side through a side hustle. They've all done it with full-time jobs, with families, with kids, and all the other distractions that we all have. They just made a decision. That's an operative word. You got to make a decision. Then they created a plan. Then they educated themselves. Then they found mentors to help them on their path. And then they took massive action. Now they surrounded themselves with like-minded people. Life is too short to squander it around the wrong people. The people you see at the top of the mountain, they didn't fall there. They surrounded themselves with eagles. So if you're interested in this multifamily game, start with my free book. It's 200 pages. Just text the word ROD to 41411 and I'll send it to you. Or you can go to my website, rodkhleif.com. Dale Carnegie said, successful people do what unsuccessful people aren't willing to do. So I tell you, my friend, don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. Every morning, get up and remind yourself that you can do this because you can. Anybody can. Don't be afraid of going slowly. Slow is okay, but be deathly afraid of standing still. Now, you're gonna have walls drop in front of you on your journey? Yes, you are. But if you're playing in your side hustle that you love and you're passionate about, you'll go around that wall, you'll go over that wall, you'll bust clean through that damn wall. I'm Rod Khleif, wishing you incredible passion and massive success in your side hustle and in your life.